Hello and welcome to Wackadoodle Time, your home for hot takes, deep dives, and unhinged theories from the world of Bravo and beyond. Each week we take someone's Bravo hyperfixation and use it to discuss big ideas filtered through the perfectly imperfect people on our screens. We are your hosts. I am Amy.
I'm Ellen.
How are you today, Ellen?
I'm doing great. Before we get into our wonderful topic for today, I just want to really feel the need to give a quick shout out to this season of Below Deck Med, which is so much fun. I am losing my shit over this.
First of all, let's just say Chef Joy, what a star. What a great addition.
Incredible. Yes. Incredible. I want to be her.
I mean, yes. If it was possible to be her, yes.
Yeah.
She just seems very cool and good at her job. Mm-hmm. A little crazy. Just like we haven't really seen that yet, but I feel like we could get her there if we needed to.
For sure. And her accent is sounds like it's pretend. It does. Yeah, it's so sweet and strong.
Yes.
I love it so much. She's beautiful.
She's beautiful. Her food looks good.
Yeah.
She seems like pretty self-sufficient, and also like if you don't give her any shit, she'll be a pleasure to work with. If
Absolutely.
Someone's going to start giving her shit like related to her job, and I think she's going to explode on them at some point.
Yeah.
And I look forward to it.
I do too. Luke, being a 35-year-old man, jizzing in his boss's sheets and not cleaning it is one of the funniest Below Deck storylines I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm so disturbed by it, Ellen. I find it bone-chilling. I mean, the fact, like, and this is what I said to Ben last night. Everyone's so disturbed by it, obviously, because it's like deeply disturbing just by the fact of what it is. But him being that careless and sort of like gross and awful with Nathan, I was like, he's treating Nathan how he treats girls. Like, this is this is fuckboy behavior, but like in a realm that men can finally understand. And I would hope that the men watching or the men experiencing this can see this and be like, if he's this bad, if he does something so awful to me, a man, his boss, let's extrapolate and just think for a second what he's capable of doing to women.
Mm-hmm. Jen is not a reliable narrator. I don't think she has all 10 toes on the earth. No. But but I thought in this most recent episode, I was like totally on her side.
Yes.
When he was like, "Are you threatening me?" I was like, "Yeah, she should be threatening you. She can go run to Joy and tell Joy everything you two did."
Why the fuck would she keep your secrets if you're treating her like this?
Right.
And treating her like she's crazy for responding to the things that you say and do.
Now, her not understanding the breakup conversation about the love triangle was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
God. Yeah.
But, he needed to be a little more clear.
We're getting his context from like his little interviews. We're not he's not saying anything to her in the conversation that would indicate what he really thinks. No. These fuckboys get so upset when the women don't read their minds.
Yeah.
And like it's really making Joe look great. Plus the fact that Joe is only like fucking around with one girl this season.
Yes, so far, yeah.
Eyebrows is having a come up for me for sure. When he and Nate, he's doing a good job as second decky. Yeah, he's doing a good job, and I'm glad he and Nathan have done some repair around their relationship, and that there's this like final boss kind of fuck boy to take the heat off of him.
Yeah. Oh, and you know who I love is that other sweet man, Cooper. That one from South Carolina.
Couple, if they don't get married and have 6 babies, I'm gonna be devastated. I love them so. I'm too invested in that relationship.
I love his shell necklace.
That sweet boy, he is giving. It's very much Kenneth from 30 Rock. That's what Ben keeps saying, and it's true.
Yeah, it's Kenneth from 30 Rock is in the cast of Southern Charm, and because he's from Charleston. Yeah.
Oh God, they got him on the right show. Thank God. What if he'd ended up on Southern Hospitality or something? They would have chewed him alive.
No, absolutely not. Not for him. It's a great season. Hop on board if you haven't been watching. Check in if you're an in and out Below Deck viewer. Hop in. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm. The guests have been crazy. This has been fun.
Great. Well, how are you doing, Amy?
I'm doing well. Not looking forward to like the ongoing heat.
Yeah.
but I am doing well. Ben's got like 7 Odyssey screenings lined up for this weekend. So I'm going to be a single parent for a lot of it. But, you know, this is what you commit to when you commit to raising a dog with a Christopher Nolan head.
Is he going to see, I have heard of a 6 a.m. screening tomorrow in IMAX. Is he going to see that?
He has mentioned it. He brought it. I know that it exists because he brought it up, but he brought it up as a joke.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I know some.
You do know.
I know someone attending who is not attending as a joke. They're going.
I mean, that might be the best way to do it. Get a coffee.
Sure. Yeah.
Sneak a bagel in.
Yeah.
I definitely am. I'll go see it for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But I am already thinking about like what kind of meal can I bring in with me that can be like eaten quietly, that doesn't smell.
Yeah.
Because I can't be in a theater that long, like, and just live on popcorn.
No. Also, the way that I see movies now as the parent of a small child is that, you know, my husband and I will alternate like after bedtime movies. And I usually get myself a single adult beverage and I just sit there with my beverage and my popcorn and enjoy my me time in my movie. But I can't have any beverage with, how long is this thing going to be? 3 hours? Can't have any beverage with that.
The movie's 3 hours. The previews are going to add another 2 hours onto it. I don't even know.
I've got to dehydrate for 2 hours before I go to this thing.
I know, right? Wait, let me just check the running time because I do actually need to know for myself. 173 minutes. Yeah, that's just 7 minutes shy of 3 hours.
Okay.
Thanks, Chris. I do want to shout out any listener who has not seen The Invite yet. Couldn't have loved it more. Have you seen?
No, I haven't seen. I'm going to see it tomorrow.
I'm excited. Yeah. I think you'll dig. It's like a play. I mean, and they've talked about it a lot. They've rehearsed it and shot it. It is so good and so fun.
Yeah.
And I really loved it.
I'm excited to see it. I'm glad I don't know. I've intentionally not really read anything about it going in. And that's the kind of movie I wish we had more movies like that. Amy, should we get into this?
Yeah, I texted you.
Yeah.
And said, I have an idea. This was, as you can imagine, purely inspired by one Mr. Danny Bucco. I said I want to do a bracket. I said I want to do like an episode where we do a bracket on the worst men on Bravo. Mm-hmm. And immediately you said yes. Mm-hmm. And then I took to Reddit. Obviously, there's already a Worst Men on Bravo bracket. So, shout out to whoever on there did it. That bracket started with 64 people. I mean, they're there.
Oh,
they're there. We had to trim ours. So we have a master list going of like casts of Broadway shows, of casts of Bravo shows. Mm-hmm. And I just started pulling names. And without even trying, I had like 65 names on there.
Yeah.
And I'm just realizing that there was no Southern Hospitality. So we don't have your boy Will on there, who is a little menace, but I think he would have gotten eliminated in an early round.
You know who we don't have on here, because we didn't include any Below Decks, is we don't have Gary from Below Deck Sailing.
I know. And with
he
Gary,
would have gone far.
Gary could have gone far for sure. Mm-hmm. Because also, like, there's so many ways to do this, right? We could have done a draft, but then, like, once I started thinking about, like, I want to pick my team of awful men, that felt bad to me, right?
Yeah, sure. Great point.
So I feel like this kind of thing where you just eliminate seems cleaner.
Yeah.
And as I was going through and sort of bolding and selecting people for the thing, I kind of tried really hard to leave out like one season wonders, people who were on a show for only one season, in fairness to whatever. Mm-hmm. Now there are some people on here who were like, you know, when we're dealing with we're dealing with the Housewives shows, a lot of these men obviously aren't main cast members, but they're husbands and boyfriends of. Mm-hmm. Some of the men are from the JV shows. They're full out cast members. So it's a mix. I didn't really have any kind of criteria one way or the other, but I did just pick like just if I had like a ugh response, then they made it on the list. And then from that, you and I called it to a list of, we're starting with 32.
We're starting with 32.
Tell me about your process building this bracket.
Well, okay, so you had, I believe, like 42 names that you had bolded that you really wanted to be included.
Sure.
So I had to leave some of those guys. So I had to cut about 10, and I had to leave them on the cutting room floor. And really, the way that I cut those men was mostly just with like screen time. So some great examples of great terrible men that I ended up cutting was I cut Whitney from Southern Charm, because Southern Charm has a deep bench of terrible men. And
so true.
I just, Whitney's he's always around and he's a producer, but he's not really a main character.
Yeah.
I also wanted, I almost cut Todd, but I left him on there, Todd Napola from Miami.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I wanted to have I wanted to have representation from all of our different franchises. And I did notice that like certain cities, first of all the JV shows have truly terrible men. So the Valley, Southern Charm, Vanderpump Rules, a lot of really great terrible men.
Yes.
And then OC and Beverly Hills are real heavy hitters in they're
deep
really
benches
overrepresented here. Yeah. And then I cut
with respect, like in fairness, I have to say Atlanta had a lot of them too, but a lot of them were like many years ago.
Yes.
So I was definitely aware of like recency bias too,
Totally.
for me when looking at this stuff.
Yeah, and the two that we have on the bracket from Atlanta are doozies. And you know what? I will say credit to the Atlanta women. They do kind of kick them to the curb after a while.
That's true.
Might be after a kid and some prison time, but eventually they go away.
When Apollo was sent asunder, that's the thing that Ben always quotes. When he came back and he said, "When I was sent asunder," and Ben never let go of that. That's one of his vocal stems.
Incredible.
Now, tell me about brackets, because as a sports person, like clearly, in a real competition, how do they get placed on the board?
So what happens is that they are they're ranked by basically how good the team is. So in
just that season or overall?
Just that season. In basketball, in like college basketball, you've got 4 number 1 seeds, meaning those are the best 4 teams in the country. And then you've got your 2 seed, 3 seed, 4 seed, et cetera, all the way down to 16. And then the way that you're paired up is in the very first round, the number 1 team is playing the number 16 team.
That doesn't seem fair.
No, it's not fair. But that's like the point. That's why it's a big deal to get the number 1 seed. Because a number 1 seed is better than a 3 seed, better than an 8 seed, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Also, friends, if you've been watching the World Cup this summer, we're having a World Cup of terrible men, which is kind of honestly how this World Cup ended.
Oh, really?
It was so our final 4, my friend Millie, shout out to Millie, called them the colonizer Olympics. It was France, England, Spain, and Argentina. So it's kind of
problematic whites edition.
Yeah, exactly. Except the teams are not problematic white countries with not many white people on their soccer teams.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Because they import other people to do their labor.
Right.
Just like in every other industry.
Yeah. But I love a World Cup summer. I've been having a great time. I
love that for you. Okay. So then if you've never seen a bracket before, we're going to go through these pairings. Right now it's the 32. I know there's a Sweet 16, but is there a nickname for the 32? Like in March Madness?
No. The round of 32. So this is our round of 32.
The terrible 32s.
Sure, yeah.
That's where we'll start.
The early 30s. You know what I want to do? Let's just read all 32 men. Let's give them their flowers. Let's quickly read off the names of all the men that we're going to be be talking about today.
In this, there's no ranking, so you've done a randomizer to put them in? Great.
For this, I did a randomizer because I thought that would just be more fun for us to discuss. And it did lead to some really chaotic pairings that are absolutely delightful.
Great.
Okay, so let me read through. I'm reading through the order of the bracket. So if you're a visual thinker, I'm starting in the northwest corner and going down. Okay, so we've got James Kennedy, Thomas Ravenel. Brooks, last name Cancer.
I didn't know his last name and I didn't want to look it up.
I felt the exact same way. West Wilson, Craig Conover, Jax Taylor, Aviva's dad,
Again.
Todd Napola, Danny Bucco, Kelsey Grammer, Jamal Bryant, Joe Dudice, Slade Smiley, Tom Sandoval, Luke Doty.
Again, don't know his last name.
Kyle Cook. And then we have Shep Rose, Michael Darby, Luis Ruelas, Apollo Nida. Nida? How do you say his last name?
I think it's Nida.
Apollo Nida. David Bador, Peter Thomas, Juan Dixon, Lenny Hochstein, Austin Kroll, Joe Gorga, Randall Emmett, John Jansen, David Foster, Tom Girardi, Russell Armstrong, and Jim Bellino.
The gorge rises. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is wild.
Yeah, this is really wild.
An absolute nightmare blunt rotation for the ages. Don't, cover your drinks, ladies. Like, don't walk to your car by yourself.
Yeah, probably don't listen to this podcast in public. Just
don't
pull up
sign
with a little
anything
treat
these
in your
men
bed.
put in front. Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe as we go through, we can just say what show they're from
Yes.
for this first round and sort of like talk out a little bit.
Great.
And then we'll just agree we'll just talk till we come to an agreement on the thing. Great.
Sounds great. Okay, so let's start with our pairings in the Northwest corner. The first one is James Kennedy versus Thomas Ravenel.
Okay, this is already horrible.
Yeah.
James Kennedy from Vanderpump Rules, DJ James Kennedy, the white Kanye, historic body shamer of women, alleged domestic abuser, definitely emotional abuser, well documented on the show, incapable of regulating his emotions. Okay, now Thomas Ravenel, I am not familiar with his game. I've only heard about it. I haven't watched his seasons. What can you tell me about what he's bringing to the table? I know he's bad.
Yeah. I'm remembering that I told you not to watch these seasons of Southern Charm, and the reason I told you not to watch these seasons of Southern Charm is because of Thomas Ravenel.
Okay, so James at least gave us good TV. You're saying was Thomas not even good TV?
No, unfortunately, Thomas gave us very good TV. Catherine gave us really good TV. Catherine was the redheaded woman. Have you met Catherine in your rewatch?
I know. I'm familiar with her, but I don't know anything about her.
So when she started the show, I want to say she was like 20 or 21. If she could drink, she could barely drink. And Thomas was disgraced former South Carolina Secretary of State. I think he had to step down because he got arrested for cocaine.
Yeesh.
As your Republican lawmakers do.
Yeah.
And he just was so into her immediately. And was probably in his 50s, like being generous 40s.
Whoa, that's when he started on the show?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, he's, I think, like Whitney's age. Like Whitney and Thomas are like best of buds.
Oh God.
And he kept talking about the Ravenel Bridge. You know that bridge in South Carolina that you always see it in aerial shots of Charleston. It's the Ravenel Bridge. It was named for his granddaddy.
So we're talking like slave owner money.
We're
talking like bad money.
Real bad. He just was truly a terrible, terrible person. And I believe faced charges and possibly did some jail time over sexually assaulting their nanny.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready to call this.
Yeah,
one.
me too.
I cannot believe that James Kennedy is getting out in the first round.
I know.
But I don't see any way around it.
No. This has to be Thomas. This absolutely has to be Thomas.
Okay.
A true number
James
one
Kennedy,
seed. Yeah.
A number one seed. James Kennedy, count yourself lucky.
Absolutely. Now, this next duo is incredible. Next up, we've got Brooks Cancer versus West Wilson.
Okay. Okay, so Brooks, no last name, as you'll recall from The Real Housewives of Orange County, a multi-season arc where he dated our girl, Vicky. He lightly terrorized her daughter.
Yes.
He was bad enough that the daughter went no contact with him, and it drove a wedge between Vicky and her daughter and her daughter's husband. All the women were trying to sort of open Vicky's eyes to this for many seasons. Vicky wouldn't do it, and then the for his final act, he faked a cancer storyline that maybe he never even really admitted that was a lie.
I don't think he ever really admitted it was a lie, and I don't think Vicky ever really admitted it was a lie either.
Yeah, right. He got her to fake documents. He absolutely had her, what do you call that when you're like aiding and abetting? She was his accomplice.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the degree to which she believed it, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Brooks.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got Mr. West Wilson.
West Wilson needs no introduction.
I mean, if you've been under a rock, just listen to any of the past 40 episodes of this podcast and you'll hear a little something about him. Okay.
Now, this is a tough one because this feels like a matchup of insidious men.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, it's really for me coming down to how bad is lying about cancer?
Okay, yes. How bad is lying about cancer? That is one thing.
Uh-huh.
So my first instinct was like, well, that's got to be the worst thing, right?
Yeah.
But he really only fooled one person, and
That's
that
true.
one person was Vicky Gumbelson.
Yeah.
So the degree of difficulty, I think, was very low. Whereas West was pulling schemes on smart women.
Lots of ladies.
And had everyone fooled. Brooks had no one fooled except for Vicky.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
But West homie hopped and jumped around and was fooling and lying, and still to this day believes that he was the victim in all of this.
Yeah.
For me, I think that's a little more insidious.
I think you're right. I think we can give this to West. Having a secret girlfriend for 2 years is insane behavior.
That's insane. Taking every girl you meet to meet your parents, but not good.
No. West, congratulations. You beat out Mr. Brooks Cancer.
I can't believe we've already lost James Kennedy and Brooks Cancer.
I
Wow.
know. Yeah,
wow.
You know what? We're going to lose a lot. That's the tough thing about a bracket is there's only one standing at the end of the day.
That's right.
Everybody else
the worst
loses.
Man on Bravo.
Sorry. Wow,
Okay.
this is a really fun one. Okay, next up we have Craig Conover versus Jax Taylor.
I mean,
wow.
Come on. Give them a crappy lake. Let's just see what happens. Those
my
two?
God, Amy.
Can you imagine?
No, absolutely not. I don't want them sent anywhere.
Oh,
no,
I do.
You can't take them anywhere.
Yes. Oh, they can't go around women, but put them, do Naked and Afraid, but the two of them together.
Well, sure, they can go in the Australian outback where they're not around other people and they get eaten by kangaroos. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, don't unleash them on the general public.
No. I don't want them going to a small town in America. They would just make it worse.
Right. Now, for me, Craig is annoying as fuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He is probably a narcissist.
Yeah.
He probably has issues that could be helped with therapy and 12-step programs.
But instead, he's using ChatGPT.
But oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
He seems like a personality menace, but Jax actually, I think, is has been physically violent.
Yeah.
And for that alone, I think Jax has to be worse.
Yeah, we can give this to Jax. I think also Jax's continual, I'm working on myself, man. I'm so tired of hearing that.
No,
Just
the weaponized accountability.
No.
Craig does it too, but to a lesser degree. Craig also isn't a serial cheater the way that Jax is.
That's
Craig,
true.
if anything, is a serial monogamist who will dig his claws into someone and suck the life out of them.
Yeah.
But at least he's not an actual menace to society in the way that Jax is.
Yeah, totally agree.
Jax, I got a good feeling about you, buddy. I think you're going to go far.
This is a stacked corner of the bracket. Wow.
It really
We're going to have
is.
some hard decisions. All right, next up we have Aviva's dad.
Oh, God.
And then Todd Napola. Aviva's dad from Roni, old seasons of Roni. Aviva of the leg throwing incident, and her father, just an absolute menace. He had a girlfriend who was younger than Aviva, right? Or right around the same age?
She was younger than anyone has ever been.
Okay.
She was barely legal. It seemed clear for me watching it. It felt like this girl knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
This young woman knows what she's doing. She's using him for his money. Because how could you be in love with this old sex pest?
And it wasn't just that he was old. He was really creepy to every woman he interacted with. And
he grabbed asses. He talked.
Yes.
I think he asked Ramona if she was a squirter.
Oh my God.
He was really awful to Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aviva's dad was so bad that I immediately kind of did a 180 on Aviva, or at least was like, oh, you're doing great with what you got. You're doing great.
Right.
It was a meeting Sutton Strack's mother moment where I was like,
Yes.
I forgive a lot of what you've done.
Yep. And just like with Sutton, she then took that goodwill and squandered it.
Absolutely.
But she had it for a minute.
Just a brief minute.
Now, Todd is an asshole. Todd is a bad husband. He was a mean stepdad to Frankie, which I really hated watching.
Yeah.
And again, like with Brooke's cancer, he really only had the wool pulled over one person's eyes. And it was true. Alexia, the woman that didn't know you need to scroll to the bottom of the webpage to see if someone's actually divorced or not.
Papers. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I really do want to hold against him, though, is that the rumor and the gossip is that his ongoing litigation with Bravo is part of the reason that we don't have the Real Housewives of Miami coming back.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I think
then for that alone, we move him to the next round.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
Aviva's dad's probably not with us anymore at this point, right?
That's probably true. You're right. Yeah. Todd, this is for crimes against humanity. Us being the humanity.
This is for denying us the pleasure of Real Housewives of Miami. How dare you?
Absolutely not. Okay, so Thomas Ravenel, Wes Wilson, Jax Taylor, and Todd Napola are through to the next round from this corner of the bracket.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so we're going down to the southwest corner, and our first matchup here is another doozy. Danny Bucco versus Kelsey Grammer.
Strong brows unite.
Wow.
Republican final bosses sound off in the comments. Okay, so Danny's the reason I wanted to do this because I didn't have anything to do with all the strong negative feelings I was having about him. I needed to find a place to put them, so that's why this episode is happening. So obviously he's and it's recency bias too, but he's so bad. He's so bad.
Really
we don't
bad.
need to really. I'm sure we'll do an episode at some point when the season is over and we break it when we talk about it. But he's just so bad, and there's so much about weaponized Christianity, about internalized patriarchy, about being the child of a megachurch preacher who then continues that bullshit, saying "let's go" again and again. I mean, there's so many crimes against humanity here.
Yeah, but we can't forget how bad Kelsey Grammer was. We can't forget that.
Well, Peggy just barked, so Peggy didn't forget.
Peggy's mad.
Yeah, she hates Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer was a bad husband.
Yeah.
I will say, in his defense, almost nothing. But, and this is not anything he really. I mean, he got Camille on the show, so that he could leave her.
Yeah.
He set her up.
Yeah.
He gave her something to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bad man.
Yeah.
He's a what do you call it? A MAGA Republican?
Yeah,
nasty.
Mm-hmm.
She got a lot of his money, which I'm really happy for.
Yeah.
He earned a lot of money, which Danny Bucco has never done.
That's true.
He earned a lot of money for her to have.
Yeah.
And he didn't force her to breed. I mean,
that's true.
Danny moved Nia to Santa Clarita to isolate her.
Yeah,
Kelsey put Camille on Beverly Hills
to release her, to
release her, to give her community,
to let her tell all of us what she thought of Brett Kavanaugh.
Oh God!
So again, I don't know if that's helpful or not. But listen, I hear the way that I think you're leaning, and we can give this to Danny.
I know it's recency bias, but I am so sick of that man.
Yeah, listen, every bracket has to have some upsets too. So maybe this could be a little bit of an upset.
Yeah.
The heat's on Danny. He's a hot team right now.
He's
like Argentina.
Team.
He's a hot team.
That's right.
Coming from behind. All right, congratulations, Danny. Okay, this is another doozy. Our next one is Jamal Bryant and Joe Giudice.
Wow. Okay, as Jamal was initially introduced to us by Giselle on the first episode of Potomac, Jamal was a cheater, pumpkin eater. That's what she said. She told us right off the bat.
Yeah.
She got the fuck out of there.
Who was it that called him Pastor Holy Whore? I apologize. I don't remember who, because that's a great title.
That's a great name.
But here's the thing. Here's what I will give Jamal is that even though he lives in Atlanta, I do think he loves his daughters. And I don't know.
Yes.
Do
think yes.
They seemed like good co-parents. And he seemed like a very invested dad.
He did not seem interested in like ruining Giselle's life.
No, that's true.
As some of these men have with their exes. He just wanted to be able to fuck whoever he wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the fact that he knows that she says that stuff about him and then he still shows up to film sometimes. And he was very, he led the the boycotts, right? He's politically active in a good way.
Yeah, he's politically on the right side of history on most things, I believe. Yeah.
Well, he might be one of the only men on this fucking grid that's doing that.
100% true. And he's up against Joe Giudice.
I mean,
and I think I'm moving Joe to the next round for me.
I think we have to.
If you take your wife to federal prison with you, then I think, you deserve to rot in hell.
Rot in hell. And then get out, go on a trip, and get caught on a hot mic on the phone talking to your mistress, calling your wife a cunt.
I forgot about that. That part.
They were at some winery, some cursed trip where they were taking like an RV through wine country. A bunch of them. No, terrible.
Absolutely awful.
Juicy Joe. Absolutely.
Sorry, Juicy Joe. All right. Well, yet again, we've got another doozy coming up.
Two birds of a feather, I'd say.
Absolutely birds of a feather. We've got Slade Smiley from The Real Housewives of Orange County and Tom Sandoval. Tommy. Wow. You know what? I bet they're really good friends. I bet these two get along great.
Oh, they could hang for sure.
Absolutely. What else? That's Slade Smiley. My impression of Slade Smiley doing stand-up.
Doing stand-up after he called Vicky Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
And then showed like a paparazzi photo of Tamara or something. He was a true piece of shit misogynist in the same way that Tom Sandoval is.
Yeah. And just I'm just remembering that like Slade has kids from his first marriage and I think like famously didn't give them any child support. Like, oh yeah, that's really tipping the scales for me. Don't do that. At least Tom has had the wherewithal to never reproduce.
Oh my God. I didn't realize how grateful we need to all be for that. Every minute of the day.
Bless him. Bless him.
Yeah. He's a menace.
Yeah.
He is a moron. Mm-hmm. He is a bad singer. Mm-hmm. He loves to yell at women. Mm-hmm. But honestly, like, getting in fights with Stassi or whoever, yelling at women kind of feels more honest than what Slade was doing.
Yeah, totally. And I think he and Gretchen are those kind of, like, pretend Christians that really drive me nuts. And you know what I will give Tom Sandoval hid behind Jax for so many years, but I do remember that he kind of led the charge on them getting rid of that homophobic pastor that was going to marry them.
Yes.
And so I want to give him a little bit of some props for that.
Meanwhile, Gretchen's over here liking homophobic tweets and then, quote unquote, not remembering that she did it. Oh, you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we let Tom go.
I think we let Tom off the hook.
Slady Smiley. Oh my God. This bracket is so chaotic.
Okay. All right. And our bottom one our last one in this corner, we've got Luke, Mr. Kristen Doty, and Kyle Cook.
Wowzers. Okay. Okay, Luke, recency bias is definitely happening here. Mm-hmm. He does seem like a generous interpretation for me would be like he is someone who didn't watch Vanderpump Rules and should have and is unfamiliar with
his wife's behavior.
His not wife, because he doesn't know if there's going to be a wedding. Don't say that shit out loud, bitch. That's a thought for your journal, by the way. Don't say it on camera. Jesus Christ. To Jesse. Anyway, so he sucks. Yeah. And he is in the whirlpool that is Kristen Doty going through postpartum.
Yeah.
And I mean, at any point, having watched Vanderpump Rules, if you said, can you picture what Kristen would be like going through postpartum? We would all know. We would strap in. We put a helmet on.
Yeah.
This guy, nope.
And then you would say, hey, do you think Kristen, 4 months postpartum, should take a trip to Mexico? And you would say, absolutely not. We're not leaving the house.
She shouldn't take a trip to Target. Like she doesn't do well on trips.
No.
When she's completely on the ball.
No. And here's the thing. I've really softened. I kind of like Kyle. Like,
okay,
I don't even listen. Okay, so Kyle drinks too much. He was really mean to Amanda. He was a really bad husband to Amanda.
He was very, very mean to her.
Yeah, very
because
mean to her.
men don't think that anger is an emotion.
Yes.
They have classified anger as like, I don't know, something else.
Yes.
He cannot regulate his emotions.
Yeah.
And more than anything else, for me, the thing that pisses me off the most is how he would always wake her up. That is so fucking mean and aggressive.
Coming back at 3 a.m. That's really rude. Yeah, that's really, really rude.
Now, neither one of these guys are like true villains.
Yeah.
But
honestly,
think Kyle is getting a real pass because I'm watching these old seasons now. And yes, Amanda is changing a lot, but Kyle, like Tom Sandoval, gets up in the morning to yell at a woman. Like, that is his favorite fucking activity.
I hear you, but just the way that Luke is acting with even Kristen being a tough one to handle postpartum, I hate the way that Luke is handling having a tiny baby. I absolutely hate it.
Listen, I agree with you, and out of respect, we let Danny slide through the next round. I think because it's airing right now, I think we just let Luke slide to the next round. And once again, Kyle Cook, count your fucking blessings because you continue to get so lucky this year.
Yeah, you do.
Because in another year,
you would be.
There was a whole season where people were telling Amanda she shouldn't marry this man.
Yeah, that's true. Very
true. A whole ass season. Okay, so what do we have for that bottom corner?
Oh, okay, so our boys who are through in the bottom corner are Danny, Joe Giudice. I'm sorry, I cannot say his name.
Juicy Joe.
Juicy Joe. Danny Bucco, Juicy Joe, Slade Smiley, and Luke Doty.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, and now we're going up to our northeast corner. Ooh, this is a fun one. Okay.
Oh, God.
First up, we have Shep Rose versus Michael Darby.
Jesus Christ. Picture those two in a room together, first of all.
No, thank you.
What would they talk about?
Being blonde men.
Being blonde, yeah. Was Michael blonde? Maybe. I feel like Michael Darby was born blonde and born bald and just lived bald his whole life.
Just seems pasty, you know?
Yeah.
Pasty man.
I mean, Shep is a moron. Mm-hmm. I have not watched all of Shep's seasons. Mm-hmm. Shep seems to benefit greatly from the blood, historical labor, stolen labor of Black people. So I don't love any of that. Yeah. But Michael Darby is a sex pest.
Yeah, and Michael Darby did a sex pest thing on camera.
Literally on camera. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to be laughing at. Well, I am though, but you know,
whatever. Yeah.
I think this pretty easily goes to Michael Darby.
I think so too. I think Shep again.
Yeah.
But go buy a lottery ticket and another shark's tooth necklace for your new girlfriend.
Yeah. And listen, I'm always gonna cut Shep a lot of slack because he is shockingly on the right side of most politics. So.
Oh yeah. So that gets you a pass for sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh wow. Okay.
This next one, it sends a chill down my spine.
I said Luis earlier, didn't I? I think I said, but it's Louis.
It's Louis.
It's Louis.
But
I read
Luis.
Yeah. Whoopsies. Okay. Sorry.
But sometimes
forgive me.
they spell it Louie. It's Teresa Giudice's husband, Louis.
Yeah. Louis versus Apollo Nita from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Phaedra's ex-husband.
Yeah. Apollo, bad.
Yeah.
Louis, bad.
Okay, Louis has not been to jail yet, correct?
No, he's just been screaming on a beach.
Okay.
With other men.
What did Apollo go to jail for?
What a good question. I believe he was already a convicted felon when we met him with Phaedra. Because I think, I may be wrong about this, but I do feel like there was a lot of talk about Phaedra being a lawyer and her husband having been a felon.
Right. Okay. So it was oh God. It was mail fraud, like, so financial crimes.
Crimes. But he also was a bad husband. Maybe cheated. Yeah. Definitely flirted more than he should have with Kenya, and encouraged that whole thing. Also was a little like menacing with her. There was definitely a scene where it was maybe before he was getting sent back to prison, and he was like talking to her in an aggressive way while holding a power tool, and she was like, you have to put that thing down. Like in a way that you were like, oh, Phaedra's like scared. But yeah, there was but also Louis looks like he could rip a phone book in half at any minute of the day.
And okay, the storyline that's happening right now is that Melania is being charged for punching Louis in the face, right? Like,
to which I say, that sounds like a victimless crime to me.
Yeah, and also to which I say, if my stepdaughter assaulted me in a home, that seems like something we need to work through in our house. I would not be pressing charges. I would be going to family therapy, and if the action continued, I might be pressing charges. Sure. But that leaves a very, very poor taste in my mouth.
Agreed. Yeah, Apollo, I'm inclined to, with all of these Bravo lebs, to financial crimes. I mean, it depends. Like if it's a Jen Shaw where you're robbing old people, no, that you can't do that. But if it's a Wendy Osefo where you're scamming an insurance company, no. I mean, then I'm inclined to let it go. I don't know enough about this guy.
This is one that I kind of want to. I want both of them to go through.
I kind of do, but I do think Apollo was not great. He was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Phaedra, he has moved on and gotten remarried.
Yeah.
And he has it seems like it's been contained. Like the situation has been neutralized and or contained.
Yeah.
And or he's someone else's problem now.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to give it to Louis just because I'm actually scared of him.
Yeah, I agree with you. And he's going to take all of Teresa's money, and that makes me feel bad for Teresa, even though it's her fault. I mean,
with so many of these men, they are only fooling one person, and that's all they need.
Yeah,
and they're fooling the Teresas and the Vickies of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yikes! Speaking of yikes, our next combo is David Bedour and Peter Thomas.
Now, I tell you what, I don't like either one of these men.
No.
David Bedour was a terrible husband.
Yeah.
Peter Thomas? I feel like he was a terrible husband and also maybe a terrible, like, just person in general.
Yeah.
I get such bad vibes from him. He's the one famously that Nene said, stop trying to be a damn bitch. Stay out of women's business, Patricia. I'm inclined to give it to Peter just because there was a whole episode before the wedding where Cynthia's mother and sister tried to hide the wedding certificate or something. So they tried to hide literally the piece of paper that said they were married. They tried to prevent the wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I think
that's really bad. Peter. I think David was probably okay, and then they got married, and then he changed, right? Like he had a midlife crisis or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, because he married some young woman. Of course.
How original.
Creative, buddy.
This next one. I don't like this at all.
What a duo. Okay, we've got Juan Dixon versus Lenny Hochstein.
Okay, Juan Dixon, husband of Robin Dixon on Potomac versus Lenny, husband of Lisa on Miami.
Yeah.
We meet Juan when he and Robin are already divorced. Mm-hmm. And then the two of them just sort of sleepwalk through like 8 seasons of vagueness, weirdness. He's not nice to her. Maybe he has a girlfriend. What are you guys doing? Can either of you form a complete sentence while in a heightened emotional state? The answer is no. Like the most frustrating watch. I think that couple is the most frustrating for me. I think of all the housewives.
Yes. Yeah, I think I would agree with that. And then we have Lenny Hochstein, who I don't feel bad commenting on a gross man's appearance. He looks like a troll to me. He looks like somebody who lives under a bridge.
He looks like a troll that melted in the sun because he's also done too much work to himself.
Yes.
He looks like a troll doll that someone pulled all the hair out of and then
left. Come over.
Yep. Left in a hot car. Yep.
Yeah. I'm sending Lenny Hochstein through. I think he's...
Juan, again, it's your lucky day.
Yeah. Sorry, Juan. Or actually, congratulations. I don't know. Okay, so through to the next round in our Northeast corner, we've got Michael Darby, Louis from New Jersey, Peter Thomas, and Lenny Hochstein.
Oof.
Ooh, wow, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so down to our Southeast corner. Our first combo is Austin Kroll versus Joe Gorga.
Oof. Okay. Now this is a interesting pairing because
Yeah.
neither of them have real crimes on their
Right.
docket.
Yeah.
Austin is a very, very, very bad boyfriend, but seems in other ways to be a decent person. Joe is a little Italian rage monster, but does seem to be a pretty dedicated family man, husband and father.
Yeah.
But just really bad with his, like, he reads to me as someone just like deeply traumatized.
Yeah.
Who is just acting out the core family shit over and over and over again with his sister and with Juicy Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, I really don't know what to do with this because I've always kind of had a soft spot for Austin, and that's so wrong. It's so wrong. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know Joe. I don't know Joe Gorga that well because I don't spend much time in Jersey.
I do, unfortunately.
Okay.
And he's not a bad guy.
Okay.
He's full of himself.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a little misogynistic.
Yeah.
Because they all are in New Jersey. But I really think this could go either way.
Okay. Well, should we send Austin through?
Let's do it. You know
Okay.
what? One of these
yeah,
boys needs their feet held to the fire.
Exactly.
And you know what? First, slut shaming Sally at the reunion.
Great.
Send him on through.
Bingo. All right, our next pair is Randall Emmett versus John Jansen.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
I don't know how. John Jansen is a turd and a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But how do you beat Randall?
No, yeah, Randall's a true monster. Also for just making Bruce Willis be in all those movies.
I know.
And treating your wife and Lala like that and just
being the Harvey Weinstein of like straight to DVD movies.
Yeah, right, of terrible movies.
Randall,
yeah.
you're on.
All right, congrats, Randall. Oh, wow, and another doozy. We've got two heavy hitters from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. David Foster versus Tom Girardi.
Okay, this is crazy because if Tom had been a bad husband to Erica and left her and all of that stuff, had not like stolen money from innocent victims, then I would be David Foster all the way for the way he treated Yolanda.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's now a nasty Republican married to Catherine McPhee.
Yeah.
But I don't know a way around stealing money from the accident victims.
I feel exactly the same way. Like, my heart wants to move David Foster on, but my head knows we have to move Tom Girardi on.
It's really not fair.
It's not fair.
We really should see. I feel like maybe next year or whenever we do this again, like, we could group them by their crimes. Do you know what I mean? Like the fuckboy league versus the financial crimes league versus the like whatever. Because David Foster, you should be held accountable. You should not be getting off this easy. You and James Kennedy should not be getting off this easy in the first round.
Yeah. Oh man.
But yet here we are.
So our last pair, I honestly almost left off. It's Russell Armstrong versus Jim Bellino. And I almost left off Russell Armstrong simply because I didn't want to talk about him because I thought that's too sad.
It is too. It's awful.
Yeah.
And also, he was a bad guy.
Oh, he was an awful guy. Poor Taylor. That was one of the darkest seasons of television ever.
Yeah. I'm watching season 2 right now. Because I don't think I ever watched it, and it's woof. Yeah, it's a real woof situation, and he's there. Like, I mean, I don't want to keep talking about him, so maybe we just move Jim Bellino.
You know what? I love that. This can be another upset. That's great. Let's move Jim Bellino on. Also, he was terrible. Jesus,
and also
Jugs.
he sued Tamara and
that's right.
And Shannon. And Shannon
for talking about like girl, get
for talking
over it.
about the trampoline park where people
don't be a damn bitch. Also, you own a trampoline park.
Exactly.
What on earth? Absolutely not. Okay, so our 4 moving on from this corner are Austin, Randall, Tom Girardi, and Jim Bellino.
Yeah, wow. Enjoy your time, Jim. You're being out in the next round, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're in our Sweet 16 now. Congratulations,
our Sinister 16.
Our Sinister 16. Wow, that's good. Okay. So back in our Northwest corner, we've got Thomas Ravenel versus West Wilson.
God damn it. I mean, Thomas. I mean, how could it not be Thomas?
I'm sorry. Yeah, it has to be Thomas. I'm sorry to West, but yeah, it has to be Thomas because he's a literal criminal.
Because he's a rapist. Like, we gotta get him out of here.
Yeah. Okay, and then next we've got Jax Taylor and Todd Napola. And again, sorry, Todd. This is Jax. Yeah.
We're talking about Jax Taylor here. Like, he's got to at least make it to the evil 8.
Yeah, the evil 8. Oh, Amy, you're so good at this.
They're just coming to me. Okay.
Incredible. Okay, so down in our where am I? Southwest corner, we've got Danny Bucco, Juicy Joe, Slade Smiley, and Luke Doty. Okay, so it's Danny versus Juicy Joe.
Is this all just going to be like people who've been convicted of crimes? I don't like any of this.
Icky.
Icky.
Huh.
See, because we also need to like stop and maybe have a ruling on this because I'm like, well, Joe's in Italy now. He's not hurting anyone. Danny's actively hurting people.
That's
and
true.
Also we haven't seen the full extent of what Danny can do, but Joe sent Teresa to prison.
I think this has to be Juicy Joe because if you send your wife to prison and also call her a cunt, like,
that's great. Yeah.
You're right. Absolutely not. You can't do that.
Danny Bucco, you fucking get on your knees and say thank you to your God for this because you don't deserve this.
No, absolutely not. All right. Next we've got Slade Smiley versus Luke Doty.
It's got to be Slade for me.
Yeah, it's got to be Slade. Yeah.
You can't call women fat in a comedy club.
No. Okay, so we're up in our northeast corner. Wow, Michael Darby versus Louis.
Okay, I don't like this at all. No. But I don't know.
Amy, this was a great idea, and it's also a really unpleasant hour of conversation.
You're welcome. It's so true. So true. Who's worse, Michael Darby or Louis?
I still think I'm going to give this to Michael Darby.
Me too. Okay, good.
Yeah, okay. I guess the only thing that I can give Michael Darby credit for is...
He was a prolonged menace. Yeah. Oh, sorry, give him credit for...
The only thing that I would give him credit for is that he paid Ashley the money, but...
That he was legally required to pay by the court.
Good point. Great point. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.
You're right. Yeah. Mm-mm. All right, so
Louis,
our next...
You're getting off easy, bud.
Bye, Louis. Okay, our next duo here is we've got Peter Thomas versus Lenny Hochstein.
Oh, it's Lenny.
Yeah, it's Lenny. It's Lenny.
Now, Lisa's no bag of puppies or whatever you want to call it, but like Lisa is no prize, but Lenny is a villain.
Yeah.
And just like seems really hell-bent on like punishing her.
Yes.
It would be so easy to have a clean divorce.
Yeah.
If you just gave her money, but you don't want to do that.
No, she is the mother of your children and you are not giving her money. Then that's like extremely stupid.
Wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, congratulations to Michael Darby and Lenny Hochstein. You're advancing. You're moving on.
Peter Thomas, again, count your blessings.
Okay. So in the southeast corner, we have Austin Kroll versus Randall Emmett.
Jesus. Austin, get out of here.
Yeah, this got to go to Randall.
Yeah.
It's your lucky day, as usual, skating by under the behavior of other terrible white men.
Shorter men.
Yeah.
We're being tall really comes to help you out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, Randall, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Bye, Randall.
Oh, and then this one is an easy one too.
Tom Girardi versus
Jim Bellino. Jim, you're lucky to have been in the conversation for this long, but get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Tom Girardi. Yeah, incredible. Wow. Okay. So
these are our evil 8.
This is our evil 8. We have Thomas Ravenel versus Jax Taylor, Juicy Joe versus Slade, Michael Darby versus Lenny, and Randall versus Tom Girardi. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with Thomas versus Jax.
I mean,
and we are advancing the worst ones, right? Like
the worst. Oh yeah, because like. Unfortunately, Jax is great TV.
Yeah.
Thomas seems nasty, but also he was never funny, right? He was never
true.
like...
He wasn't funny.
Jax, for better and mostly worse, is a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are advancing the worst ones, right? Like the worst. Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, Jax is great TV. But also he was never funny, right? He was never like... Jax, for better and mostly worse, is a star.
Yeah.
And
Thomas was compelling, but
no, I mean, even just from the snips I've seen of him, he doesn't have the riz, unfortunately.
The star in the relationship was Catherine. Oh God, I think we got to go with Thomas.
Yeah, we do.
I think. Oh God. Okay. I hate this. This is terrible. Okay, congratulations, Thomas Ravenel. Okay, next up, we've got Juicy Joe versus Slade. Are you familiar with the concept of a Cinderella team in a bracket?
Tell me.
It's a team that is not expected to go very far, but they do. They go a lot further than everybody was expecting. I would say in this year's World Cup, it was Cape Verde, the tiny little.
Okay, I heard about them.
And there's usually one. Yeah, you know, they went really far. They almost beat Argentina. They're a team of likable people. Mm-hmm. Obviously, likable doesn't apply here, but I feel like Slade Smiley might be our Cinderella story. I just wouldn't have expected him to advance so far.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because, again, he is a joke of a man who has only managed to fool one person.
Yeah. Well, Joe and Gretchen. Joe De La Rosa from.
Oh, I forget. Always forget that he was a homie hopper. He was a housewife hopper. That's crazy.
Yeah. So he's fooled too.
But again, stupid, terrible person, not dangerous.
Yeah.
Not an active threat.
Yeah.
Juicy Joe, I think, could still punch a hole in a wall like today.
Yeah. He did he made a cameo. We paid Juicy Joe to make a cameo for my friend Chet in the middle of
what?
Yeah, sorry. I can't believe I've been sitting on this information for so long. In the middle of the pandemic, my friend Chet was going through a tough time. A couple of us got together, got her a cameo from Juicy Joe. Her name is Chet, Chet. So it is like a boy's name that she's a girl. Gender's a construct.
Correct.
But he just didn't read it correctly and thought that her name was Chef. And he was like, "Chef, you love to cook."
Oh my God.
And it was really funny. And to his credit, he did a really long, good cameo. Like, he did a great job. I have to shout him out for it. And it was it was perfect that he just called her Chef the whole time.
Chef. Oh, Juicy Joe. Yep, that's right.
And it was beautiful. He did it in Italy. There was a gorgeous vista in the background. I was like, I don't know, maybe I should be a felon so I get sent back to Italy.
Right.
Okay, so Juicy Joe is moving on.
I think has to, right?
Yeah,
For all the jail and the stuff. Okay.
Yeah, for the jail and
the C word.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so next up we have Michael Darby versus Lenny Hochstein.
Wow, this one's hard.
Yeah, this is hard.
Because it's not like their crimes aren't the same, but they are kind of on the same level. Although Michael did physically sexually assault someone on camera. For that alone, I think we should move on Michael Darby. But but Lenny is terrorizing his ex-wife in a way that's not normal.
Right. Yeah, that's like.
Because also Lenny had like 2 seasons of a true villainry.
Yeah.
But Michael had like
That's true. However long, 6? How long was he on the show for? Yeah, I think I'd like to give this to Michael Darby.
Right.
What a nightmare. And also like, well, this is true of Lenny too, but like a nightmare and also no Riz. Like what on
negative?
What
Riz.
on earth? Also, we had to see his butt so many times. Like,
oh my God, you're right. That picture that girl he slept with took of him in his like
putting
underwear.
His underwear on. No, thank you.
No.
Wow. If you thought the combo of Thomas Ravenel and Jax Taylor was toxic, get ready for Randall Emmett versus Tom Girardi.
Oh, what do we even do here? What happens? This would be like the matchup. Like, what kind of like? Describe to me in a sporting situation, like this would be like a huge game, right? Like, people would be like, it's anyone's game. How are we gonna?
Yeah, and like 2 villains. Everyone. This is what is it? I mean, it's like a, it's kind of. This is like France and Spain in our World Cup. We've got these. It's Patriots versus
Cowboys.
I mean. Yeah, Patriots, Cowboys. Nobody wants anyone to win.
Okay, Randall versus Tom. I mean, both criminals. Tom's been convicted, Randall has not, but again, if these were just regular ass financial crimes or tax fraud or something, I would have a different feeling about it. But he was truly like robbing innocent people or victims. Yeah. But sexual crimes. Yeah. How do you balance that out? How do you weigh that?
I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to do Tom Girardi.
Me too. I think just for the sheer volume.
For the scale. Yeah.
Yeah. Randall's a bad person. I hope he never knows a moment's peace.
No.
But I think for this bracket, we have to go with Tom Girardi.
And I also want to mention that Randall's production company, I believe, is still in litigation with the WGA. He hasn't paid any of his screenwriters, so.
That's so weird to me.
Yeah, shocking, right? Absolutely shocking.
All right, our filthy final four. What do we have here?
Absolutely disgusting. Thomas Ravenel versus Juicy Joe. And Michael Darby versus Tom Girardi. No!
Jesus Christ!
I'm holding on to the kitten so closely because I need warmth and comfort.
Disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting. All right, so in the case of Thomas Ravenel versus Juicy Joe, I absolutely feel like it has to be Thomas Ravenel.
I agree with you.
Yeah. He's been a heavyweight from round one, and I just think, he's like Duke. Also a hated team from the South.
Thank you. As a Tar Heel, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
The darkness around Thomas.
Yes.
The way that he just seems to be like the physical manifestation of like 300 years of crimes against humanity.
Yeah.
In the South. He's like the thing that like something that was like the golem that was built up out of that mud.
Absolutely. Disgusting. He's a perfect example of when you're rotten on the inside, you become rotten on the outside.
Yeah.
He was maybe a conventionally attractive man and is just absolutely disgusting to look at. Okay, are you ready for this combo? This one doesn't feel as clear cut to me because on the other side of the bracket, we've got Michael Darby versus Tom Girardi.
Oh, that feels clear cut to me.
Oh, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What is up with the name Tom here?
Michael Darby only ruined one person's life. He ruined Ashley's life. And and ruined is even like she kind of also knew, I think, what she was doing the whole time.
Right, because I think she knew what she was getting into with Michael. And I
Tom
think she
ruined like dozens of people, if not hundreds of people's lives.
You're right.
And with Tom, everyone was very surprised by this. Again, Michael Darby had one
point.
Michael Darby was fooling no one. Everyone hated that bitch.
He walked into a restaurant and you were like, no, thank you. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Our championship
are terrible too.
Our World Cup final is Thomas Ravenel versus Tom Girardi.
Ugh. What a nightmare. And then this just becomes like a, what's the price of a soul? You know what I mean? It's like one of those unanswerable questions that maybe on a different day I might even have different feelings about.
Yeah.
I don't know. What
Where
are your
there
thoughts?
is something there's always been something like so spooky about Thomas Ravenel to me. And that like, it's just this, I understand why there's so much gothic writing in the South. It's so creepy and spooky and gives me the big time ick.
Well, it's a mass grave. I mean, the whole country's a mass grave because we killed all the people that lived here so we could have this country.
Yeah.
But then the human trafficking, enslavement, like we just never answered for slavery. We just never did. Yeah. And it's just baked into the culture and the land and all of that. Yeah. So he is a deeply sinister manifestation of that and also a sexual predator, a sexual abuser.
Yeah.
On the other hand, the sort of large scale theft that Tom Girardi pulled off for decades feels like a different kind of evil because it was kind of happening right out in the open, right under everyone's noses.
Yeah. Yeah. And Erica was perhaps a little more complicit in it than I would like to acknowledge, but
I mean, I have no idea.
Nobody knows. Yeah.
she was definitely not asking questions.
Right.
And she was definitely making the most out of having a husband that rich.
Yeah. This is another head versus heart situation for me. My head says Tom Girardi and my heart says Thomas Ravenel. I would be happy with either of these terrible men as winners.
I would be happy calling either of these win. Well, I mean, do we in the real, like, do we leave it to chance? Do we do a coin flip?
Oh, we could do that. Yeah, sure.
Because, like, they're both awful, but in such different ways.
Right.
So do we take the coward's way out and leave it to a coin flip?
Well, no, I'm comfortable making a decision if you want to make a decision.
But I feel exactly the same way you do.
Oh, okay.
I'm fully tied.
Wow.
Because, like, what's worse?
Yeah.
What one person does to one person? Like, what somebody does to one person?
Yeah.
Or what someone does to
so
a
many
bunch
people.
of people. They're both bad.
Yeah, they're both really bad. And they're both named Thomas.
And they're the Toms of Bravo.
Yeah.
No more Toms on Bravo. What do you think? Should we flip a coin?
Yeah, let's flip a coin.
Let's flip a coin. This is a
beautiful
coin here. Thank you. You call heads or tails.
Okay.
When I flip now.
Heads.
It's tails.
Ah!
But we didn't say which is which.
I think then it would be Tom Girardi because heads I would have said Thomas Ravenel.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So congratulations to Tom Girardi.
Congratulations, Tom Girardi. You are the worst man on Bravo.
We hate you.
I didn't like how you talked to your wife.
No.
You weren't nice about it.
No, you weren't nice about it, and then it turns out you were defrauding lots of people. And you know what? Here, now let's find some nice things to say. One nice thing is that one of my favorite things that's ever happened on Beverly Hills was how long the LA Times article was about Tom Girardi and how none of them could read it. Except for Crystal and I think Sutton.
Well, Crystal has higher education. Never forget.
Yeah, never forget. She has an undergrad degree.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that was great. I loved that scene. That was really funny.
Great. I have nothing nice to say.
Great.
I like all of Erica's outfits that she wore that she bought with Tom's money that turned out to be stolen.
Erica's always going to be one of my problematic faves. And so I just have to say thank you for bringing us Erica.
That's right. Thanks, Tom.
Wow. Incredible. Oh, you Amy.
Absolute monster.
Amy, I hate this idea and I love it. This was so fun.
Thank you. And I really think on a different day, we could have ended up with different results.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
different
the beauty
randomizer.
of this kind of thing.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible.
Wow, a lot of upsets. Maybe after this episode comes out, we'll post a screenshot of this.
Yes, we can.
Bracket in
so you can
on the socials.
Decide for yourselves.
Let us know what you think, guys. Did we make some huge mistakes? Did we forget? Did we forget? Who should have been on there? Maybe next time we'll catch them. So write to us, please, at wackadoodlepod@gmail.com. DM us on Instagram. We want to hear from you. And thank you so much for listening today. And remember, normally we pick these people apart because we love them. Today,
absolutely not.
They can all rot in hell.
Rot in hell.
Rot in hell.
Bye. Bye.